What's up, my folks? How's everyone doing? Let's talk a little bit about keeping your dogs fresh. Okay? He got him a little love bite. She pulled a plug out of his ass, a couple weeks ago. It's all but almost healed up. Come here. There's still a little hole in it, you know what I mean? I'm letting it still drain, but today I'm gonna put some topical on it. The key to keep quit. The key to keeping your dogs looking fresh is taking care of them, man. Don't be that dickhead that, lets his dogs hunt out and just throws them in a box and, I give him a shot of penicillin, that bullshit. I've heard many people say that. That's not true, man. I've heard people that I know tell people they just gave him a shot of penicillin would be a total bullshit lie. Penicillin my ass, motherfucking dexamethasone, Baytril, and fucking Ringer. Tell me no penicillin bullshit. You had them young boys thinking that it's all right to fucking get them fucked. That's why when them dogs is 4-year-old, 3-year-old dogs that some of them guys have, they look like they've been through the wood chipper, man. I've seen it happen. A buddy of mine let a dog out, man, to this boy who's a young dog, man. He's young at the time. This is a long time ago. But he hunted the dog. He hunted him hard. He's a good-ass little motherfucker, too. I went by the next day. He had him in a pen like this almost, just above ground, with a tin roof on it and shit. And it was 100-something degrees outside. Bacon, dude. Flies on that motherfucker. I was like, motherfucker. And you know what he told me? I gave him a shot of penicillin. I'm like, man, come on. And the dude that ended up selling the dog ended up going and getting that dog and saving that dog's life. And if he would have lived, he would look like teetotal turd. You know what I'm saying? Take care of them all the time, even with blemishes, like him. Put your thumb over their eyes, spray their eyes. If they got shit wrong with them, keep them clean, keep them healthy. He always looks like a raccoon. I don't let nothing happen to all these dogs. Their ears, that you don't want flies lighting up and chewing their ears off. None of that shit's good. It's all fuck up the blood count. That's part of caretaking. A lot of them dogs that, I grew up, man, you can go in their yard. All their dogs slick as a seal. Mine are slick as seals. Like that little spot right there. And most people tell you when you get a plug pulled out, that shit take months to heal. It ain't in 2 weeks because of the regimen I use. It's already closed up good, no infection set in. I let him go out every day and play in the dirt and everything. Just keep it clean and wash him off. He spends most of his time inside, but I'm fixing to take him out right now and blue coat him and shit like that. I'm going to do a light treatment on him. And that's another thing. The light treatments. Guys need to understand what that is. I don't know how it works. Just use a good saline solution. This is just the bottle I use with mix up. But wash that shit out good. Keep it clean. No infection. These infrared healing lamps. Man, it does something to them. It heals them twice as fast. And it makes the hair come back nice, where they're not all fucked up. I didn't use a healing lamp when he got cut on his side real bad one time. You can see it right through here. And it come back gray. You know what I mean? I should have used that lamp on him. I glued it up. But another thing is when they look like they've been brush beat to hell and back, close them wounds. Just get you some cut heal pack in them. Okay, all that shit makes a difference. I'm going to blue coat him, and then when that blue coat's wore off, I'll do another heat lamp treatment, and when the skin is all the way completely healed around that wound, some of them, you ain't going to get to heal up. They're going to they're going to have just skin showing, but for the most part, 90% of shit, quit chewing shit up. It'll come back nice. You know what I'm saying? And that shit will come back nice and black. Quit. Might get him done, but that little nasty bitch, it's a part of the thing. It happens sometimes, so it's your job to heal them up properly. Medicate them properly. 15 minutes. It don't matter if they go in there and it takes them 15 minutes to stop a hog, and if they come out and it looks like their fucking lips have been going through the cheese grater, a lot of times them dogs, you're better off having them have their lips trimmed off because they're just gonna take twice as long to heal up. And then they're going to fall off any fucking way. You're going to have a smiley. But if you heal them up properly, it heals up clean and the dog don't get infection in its blood and they live longer. Sometimes they get porpoised, with a muzzle. The hog will turn around and bite them on that muzzle real hard and porpoise their muzzle. Things like that are serious long-term wounds on a dog. You know what I'm saying? And you can still make it where it's barely noticeable if you heal them up properly. Why do you think some of all them great old-time champions look so great still? Because they took care of them. They didn't throw them out in fucking barn by themselves to heal up. They took care of them some bitches, bring them some bitches aside, set them up in crates, keep them clean, give them some sunlight every day, all that shit. And these healing lamps, I'm telling you, they make a big deal. They make everything twice as fast, it seems like. I don't know what it is about them, but they work. Mama T introduced me to them, and I've been using them, and they work. That's an old one right there, but they work very, very well on you and your animal. So just something to think about. But my folks, that's part of the game, being a student of the, not a student of the game, or be a student of the dog. Understand your dogs, get them on a level that you understand that the healing process too. And just because a dog's healed on the outside and looks real good and everything's good, the hair's all back, it doesn't matter sometimes on a bad wound, a bad cut, a bad damage. There's other shit that still isn't healed. You have to really understand that shit, guys, or you'll end up and starting them at, you hunt them, they get banged up. Sometimes them injuries that they'll suffer will end up taking them 6 months. You know what I mean? Honestly, 6 months to be back to right. Sometimes longer with an injury. And that's just the truth of it. So don't put yourself at a handicap. Don't give yourself a bad odds in making good, successful dogs that can go a while. To the ones I was asking about chicken cart if it was working. Yeah, but I need some better tires on like my little lawnmower wheels on it. I'm going to let it keep doing its thing up in here until it's good, and put me a flower bed right there. Get my damn kennel houses built all along back there. It's going to be sweet. But anyway, folks, yeah, that's a big part of it, because people were asking about the new stock. Like I said, just make sure when you use that new stock that the wound is completely, basically healed up and the hair's just not come back yet. What's the matter, old man? Because this old feller, he looks damn good, I think, for as many times as this son of a bitch has been in predicaments and dove down a rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? He looks real good. So, I mean, I've been tending to my own dogs for a long time. The last bad one I healed up that was really bad, I mean, first day or two I thought I was going to have to take the leg, to save the animal, and that's a serious wound, you know what I mean? But just through this, really trying to keep it off the leg and let it heal up, and through even therapy with that bitch, I healed her up good. And the actual wound itself was minimal that you could see by your eye. But the damage that she took in there was so severe that the average person who took that dog and thought she was fine and dandy and went and tried to catch a hog with her, and she would have done all she could have, but her body would not have never been 100%. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing with these dogs. If you take one and you get him banged up down in the ditch, you got to evaluate how bad that damage was on that animal. You know what I'm saying? If he's going to be able to hunt again, or if he was good enough that, he's still worth keeping around for brood stock. You know what I mean? Or you just want to keep him for sentimental reasons. I work his little ass off. He's burnt out, tired. Looked like landmines went off around here yesterday. I made him pull on that damn jump about 45 minutes just now. That bullshit. Give you something to burn some energy on. But anyway, folks, it's all about husbandry. That's what really separates them levels out difference. The caretaking is a big, or husbandry, or whatever you want to talk about it. That's a big part of being a dog man. And doing your medical is highly important, and understanding that. I would suggest studying the fuck out of that shit if you're going to hunt your dogs. If you're going to hunt your dog, understand how to take care of them. Serious shit. Like, learn how to do things like if they dive down in a fucking gopher hole and get on something bad and come out missing their lips and their nose and their eyes poked out and everything else. Learn how to tend to them. And some dogs are just tougher, man. Like this big son of a bitch. He's a tough old dog. And they're brindle, Brindle, you can't tell what that motherfucker. You got to really feel the dog out and see how he's running, if he's running on all 8 cylinders every time. Some of these dogs, if you get them beat up, but you got to really evaluate the animal, because a great dog at 100% is a great dog. A great dog at 90% is just a good dog. You know what I'm saying? He's just a fair dog. That's the difference. So understand that for real. And some guys, you know, think, hey man, we can go out and hunt them every fucking 3 months and do good, and that's fine if they're smart. Like Rusty's pretty smart. I mean, he's a smart dog. I mean, I've hunted him back to back several times, you know what I mean? He just got to catch one not long ago, you know. But it's just, you know, when they get a certain age and a certain level, it takes so much, you know. That's called taking them to the well too many times. You know, you keep hunting them, eventually, you know. I know that a lot of people say they hunting a good hunting dog till he's about 9 years old. I'm like, shit, I couldn't imagine taking Buster back. I couldn't imagine really letting him go. Rusty even. I seen last time I caught a hog with him, he was slowing down some. You know what I'm saying? And at 5, you know. So think of all these considerations. Be a student of the dogs, what I'm saying. Y'all understand that shit. Just because some certain dog somewhere could do it, don't mean they all on for average can do it. You know what I'm saying? And you'll ruin a lot of dogs fucking, like starting young dogs, because I don't like fucking with that, because they go through hormonal changes. Okay? Too young, like, especially bitches, they like 3 different dogs until they're 2 years old. You know, I don't know what that shit is about, but they do. But if you really pay attention. So, just like this little bitch here, man. She's mean enough to bust her to pull a plug out of him, and yet now she'll lay right next to him and be his buddy after, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. They're weird as fuck, dude. Like bitches. But anyway, y'all take care and y'all keep on bulldogging. I'm gonna get him cleaned up.